Hi everyone. So yeah, it has been a very long time since I have made a video. I'm sorry. I was busy. um but okay, I'm sorry. I have to do this. I cried like so hard last night. Like when I woke up this morning, I could like only halfway like open my eye. It was like that. Like it was so puffy and swollen um from just like crying. Plus I got like really drunk last night. So I'm just trying to depuff a little. This thing literally does wonders. It's like a I don't know what it's really called, but this is what it is. It's basically like a little thing, and then you turn the knob and it vibrates. And these little like micro vibrations help reduce puffiness and shit. Like it really does. Like most of the time, like one time I did like half of my face and like left the other half unpuffy, and I was like, can't you tell the difference? And people were like, no. And I was like, I can tell the difference, because like you can tell the difference on your own face. But anyway, I'm doing this because I have work and my face is puffy and I don't want to look like a mess. But anyway, so continuing on with my story. So your girl has been involved in toxic relationships and didn't like really realize it until like last night. With my boyfriend that I was with, it ended extremely, extremely bad. I could make like a whole thing about it, but basically like I was trying to like break up with him and shit, and I did break up. I was like, I don't want this anymore. And he's like, but why? Like, you don't try. Like, that's your issue. Is like, you never try with anything in your life or whatever. And I'm just like, yeah, because like I'm not gonna try for something that I like don't want. Like, I do not want this relationship. Like, what are you not understanding about this? And he was, again, just blaming me. Like, he would always do. Literally everything was always my fault. Nothing was ever really his fault. Like, he had no flaws. Like, he did no wrong. Me, it was all me or whatever. Which I agree, I did have some wrongs, but like some of the issues that we had, like, he literally created. Like, I told him, that it bothered me that like he would, hang out and talk to his roommate when I was there. Because it's like, I'm there to spend time with you, not you and your fucking roommate. And like, he was just like, get over it. Like, made no like real suggestions, like, oh, I guess I have to go to your house. And then like anytime we would be there, he would like guilt me about it. Anytime we'd be at my place, he'd be like, I could be hanging out with my friends right now. And I'm just like, then go hang out with your friends, because it seems like that's what you want to fucking do. And he would just be like, no, I'm just letting you know the sacrifice I'm making. I'm like, how is it a sacrifice for you to spend time with your fucking girlfriend? Like, what? So he was just really manipulative. Like, I did break up with him 2 times throughout the 7-ish months that we were like together or whatever. But every time he found a way to manipulate me back into the relationship. So yeah. Finally the last time, it got really bad. We got into a physical fight, whatever. Like, he like put me in a chokehold on my bed right here, threw me on the ground, threw me against the wall, like, and so now I have to go to court on Tuesday to get a restraining order against him. But there's another person in my life who I thought, was, but at this, I don't know. I guess what my thing is really all of this has just taught me to trust my instincts about a person, because this person, I thought we were good friends. However, I mean, I remember like immediately, like when I had met her, just something was telling me that you should not be friends with this person. Like, like she's not a good person. But I always like to give people the benefit of the doubt and just, think like, oh, time will actually tell, like, if they're a bad person or not, and then I just get fucked into these situations where people just, like, fuck with me. So the entire time I was with my boyfriend or whatever, she would, at first, yeah, she would like try to hit me up and hang out, and like we would make plans to go out and like do stuff, and like I would flake a lot of the times. One, because I kind of just wanted to hang out with my boyfriend and stuff, and two, like I used to do a lot of dinner shifts, so like I have to do dinner tonight. I'm not excited for this at all. I hate doing dinner. I was doing a lot of dinner shifts, so like I'd be tired, you know, and like I would make all of these like plans like in the middle of the day when I like had energy and was like ready and shit, but then like after fucking working and you know it being like 10 o'clock at night, I'm just honestly ready to just like chill and like go to sleep or whatever. So like yeah, I would flake on her a lot and shit like that. But then she just started like coming at me being like, you're a shitty person, like you're not a good friend, you don't help me grow and shit like that. And I'm just like, are you like for real right now? Like I don't understand like where this is coming from, you know? And she's like, well, you don't make time for me anymore, like you don't really hang out with me, and I'm tired of putting forth like effort and energy for someone who isn't gonna like reciprocate it. And I'm like, yeah, I mean that's fine, like, you know, then don't like, but don't like get mad at me about it. Like I'm living my life, like why are you getting mad at me about it? And like I was in a controlling, like manipulative like relationship, and you know she just kept telling me like get out of it or whatever, and it's not that easy. Like I said, he manipulated me back into the relationship 2 times. So I literally couldn't just be like, it's over, it's done. Because the one time I did do that, the second time we broke up or whatever, he, I guess, didn't take it seriously because it was over Snapchat. And that's not like me saying it's over and then like blocking him on Snapchat and not talking to him for 5 fucking days isn't like serious enough. Like, you know what I'm saying? So like, he was just like fucked in the head, and he fucked with my head. And now that's what this bitch is doing. This friend of mine that like I thought that I had. So what happened is last night we'd had this plan since Tuesday to go to a bar downtown or whatever, because one of our friends was DJing and we wanted to go. So okay. My brain hurts, like, fuck, I haven't drank like this in a long time, so like it's really hard for me to like piece together sentences. But I was having this like intense ass conversation with someone, and it just got really emotional and really intense, and like I was crying, like it was not chill. Like it was really eye-opening. Like honestly, I am very glad that conversation did happen, because it was a lot of things that I needed to hear and shit, like, you know. But she called me a couple of times, and I literally, like, I didn't answer her until like 9:45 at night, and like she had texted me and shit, and then I finally texted her and was like, hey, like I'm losing my train of thought. It's also very windy outside. I don't know if you can hear that. I texted her and I'm like, hey, like I'm getting ready, like what's up or whatever, and she's like, yeah, we might go to a Delta Sig party with blah blah blah. I'll let you know, because I might just pick you up and then we can go. And I was like, okay, great, well, yeah, let me know. And then I was like, well, is it lit at the club? Because, like, if so, like, I'll just get, like, a sober and, like, I'll meet you there or whatever. And she was like, yeah, it's lit. And then I was like, okay, great, like, I'm on the way. Like, I'm here. Like, no responses, like, at the fuck all. I get into the fucking, like, bar. I go up to her and I'm like, hey, like, what's up? Like, fucking, you didn't respond to me, but, like, I'm here. What's good? You know, like, I think what my issue is I'm just very aggressive. And I probably did come across as, like, really, like, pissed off. I mean, I was kind of pissed off, but, like, I would have been over it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I was just there to, like, dance and have a good time. So I said hello to her. She saw me, like, you know, and then I go to put my jacket away. I come back. And she just, like, slinks, just dissolves into the crowd. And I'm just like, okay. So I'm not gonna, like, follow someone that apparently, you know what I'm saying? Like, I was just doing me. at this point. Like, I'm dancing, I'm getting it. Your girl was getting it. Like, I was sweating my ass off. Like, it was intense, but it was great. I know that sounds like super lame, doesn't it? Like, super lame to just like go to a fucking club and like dance by yourself, but like it was awesome. Like, I pushed myself to the fucking front of I was like that girl, you know what I'm saying? Like, the girl that like everyone looks at and is like, oh my god, like I wish I had as much confidence as she did, to just, because I was literally just getting it. Like, no dudes were coming up to me, and a couple dudes were, but like I would just run away or just like avoid them and shit, but like no dudes were coming up to me because like people are fucking intimidated by me and shit like that, because I'm literally having a great time by my motherfucking self, you know, and not many people can like do that, you know. But yeah, I was like blown as shit, and so I literally like Snapchatted her also when I was like, I went outside for a minute to get some fresh air, and I was like, haha, isn't it so great when you fucking run into your best friend in the same place and like she doesn't even fucking say anything to you? Opened it, didn't say shit. And then later I saw on her Snapchat story that she like left and like went somewhere else. Didn't say a fucking word to me. This other girl that we were gonna go to the Delta Sig party with too, like hit me up and she was like, hey, are you with so and so? Like, she was supposed to pick me up like an hour ago, and I was like, yeah, I saw her, but like she just ignored me and like dipped, so I don't really know what her deal is. Like, she was supposed to get another girl and like hit her up too, and just did not. So, and then like I texted her, I'm like, you're pretty fucked up for doing this, to invite me here. I made all this effort to come out, and then you just fucking ditch me and shit. Like, what? And so then she's like, it's pretty fucked up. Like, you didn't answer any of my calls, you didn't answer my texts, you're flaky, like, you don't prioritize this friendship, like, you're negative, blah, blah, blah. And I'm just like, shit happens. Like, my life does not need to revolve and like cater to your schedule, you know what I'm saying? Like, sorry I didn't answer your fucking phone calls, like, shit happens. I was in the middle of fucking something. I got back to you when I fucking could, you know? And like, it was not chill. Like, we said a lot of really nasty things to each other, like, through text, and it's really awkward because I have to see her in like 3 hours when I go to work. But the moral of the story is that I just had these two incredibly like toxic people in my life, and it sucks because the thing about toxic people is, maybe, I don't know, I really haven't had like my fair share of toxic people, you know what I'm saying, in my life. But what seems to be the wow, I really can't think of words right now. What seems to be the common theme with these people is that they make you like feel like you can't like live without them. They make you feel like they are your whole world, right? And without them, like, you're nothing. And it's just like, I don't need someone like this in my life. Like, I don't need someone who's gonna like get pissy at me when like I have shit going on. The entire time I was dating my ex-boyfriend also, like, she would not like speak to me, like she wouldn't be there. And like this one time too, she was like, if you're still with blah blah blah, it's probably because you two are like shitty people, and like two shitty people just belong together, and like I don't have time to convince you you're a good person or whatever and shit like that. And I'm just like, then like don't, like, I literally just want like a friend. Like, this is, I don't know, it just sucks because I thought that these were two people I could like trust the most, and obviously I can't. You know, and I'm just like, it sucks that it always takes me so long. But like I was saying at the beginning of this video, maybe this is a huge lesson that I just need to listen to my intuition and stay the fuck away from people that my gut is telling me, oh, there are people everywhere, that my gut is telling me to stay away from. And, you know, it really affected my mental health, obviously, you know, like, I was, like, mentally and emotionally, like, abused by my boyfriend, and then, like, near the end, physically, like, you know, and then my best friend to like do all of this bullshit. It's just like, this isn't, I don't want like a friend like this. Like, so it sucks to think, it just sucks that like, you know, you wanted to believe the best in people and yet they just like fail you and like let you down and shit. And I had the whole, I've talked about it a little bit, the whole depersonalization, derealization bullshit thing, whatever, like out of body experience shit. I don't even know what the fuck it was. And like that like didn't really start going away until I like got rid of my ex-boyfriend, like, because he was just so crazy and like just like literally like fucked with my head. And like that's what I hate, is when I have these people in my life where I'm just like, who do I believe? Like, do I believe myself? Oh God, do I believe myself? Or do I believe them? Like, who do I fucking believe? You know? And so yeah, that's what's been going on in my life these past few months. I'm trying so hard to just get it together. You know, I'm working and it's annoying and tiring, and like my boss is like, not my boss, my job is like getting to me also, like mentally as well. That's another story. I'd rather talk about it when I'm out of the situation. Like I think I said in one of my last videos, like I said I was gonna talk about this, but like I didn't want to talk about it until I was out of the situation. And like now that I'm out of the situation, like I can talk about it. But I still have my job and I'm still in that situation, so I don't want to really like talk about it publicly on the internet, and then like I still have my job and then shit happens. So maybe once I get another job I will. But this has been my life, like I said. And yeah, yeah, I had to have. I think my last video was like I was prescribed Lamictal, but I just never took it. So I don't really know what's going on in my head. You know, I was beat down by people for so long, and just it really like affects how you think about yourself. You know, like how you think about yourself when you constantly like this bullshit happening. So I don't know, I'm okay though. Like I'm not like depressed at all, but I'm not like super happy either, you know. I'm just kind of cooling it. I'm working on trying to be happy and be healthy and stuff, but it's a process, one day at a time, am I right? Yeah, but anyway, I hope you enjoyed me just ranting on about, like, insignificant, like, bullshit drama, like, you know, there's other shit going on in other people's lives that are probably, like, way worse, you know? But, see, that's my thing, too, is, like, I don't know, I never feel bad about, like, feeling bad, because just because, you know, my problems are, like, on the grand scheme of things, probably less significant than, like, you know, African children with no water or food or housing or anything like that, like, girls getting raped, like, all the time, like, Syrian fucking children are, like, dying, like, they're getting bombed all the fucking time, like, you know, like, those are, like, real fucking problems. However, just because mine, I mean, I don't want to say, like, aren't not real problems. They are real problems, and it doesn't negate, you know, my stress. Like, people have been like, you know, someone told me yesterday, they're like, you shouldn't be stressed, like, your life isn't that hard. And I'm like, yeah, my life isn't hard, but that doesn't take away from how I feel about it. Like, that doesn't take away that, like, I feel shitty, like, and that I'm, like, stressed, and, like, you know, like, when people have problems, they get stressed, like, no matter really how significant or insignificant, you know? So, like, even if you have like the most minor of problems, like don't ever let anyone like negate those feelings for you, because those feelings are there for a reason, right? Because you feel them. So don't ever let anyone be like, you shouldn't feel this way, like there are worse things. Yeah, there are worse things, but I feel this way because this is happening. Like, I'm gonna feel this way. Like, you fucking telling me there are worse things is not gonna make me feel any fucking better. Like, honestly, like, it's really not. That's gonna do the complete opposite. It's just gonna make me feel worse. So how about you just shut the fuck up and just be like, I'm sorry. Anyway, you guys, hope y'all have a great rest of your day. See you guys in the next video. Bye.